The Cardinals just missed the playoffs in 2020 after a Week 17 loss, while the Titans won the AFC South for the first time since 2008. But it's a whole new season, and we'll kick it off next.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that,
get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Nashville. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on first down. Edmonds gets around him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Murray now. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here. And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Murray now to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cards are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone. And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee. And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he's thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Henry again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards, and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick. Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Tannehill. This complete to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they said, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Firkser.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill.
He's got the tight end, Firkser, right side complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You think about the strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
For a second there, you looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler wearing an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right?
Yeah.
He is not just quick because he's every bit of that. He truly is fast. He's as fast as the fastest players in the NFL. And when he puts it all together, makes the proper read, you can see the defense's eyes grow wide because now they've got to deal with him downfield. He's hard to get down.
Danico Autry is in on the stop. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run with Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He'll try and run for it with Conner. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw, it's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. He completes it to Henry. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Zaven Collins, rookie first-round pick there on the stop. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey, 25 to Mike.
On first down, Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete here.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. Oh, he bowls over him, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Arizona defense now onto the field. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tannehill now to throw.
And that'll be caught by Des Fitzpatrick. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill, his throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it'll be third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. The lead is theirs here in the third quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible, I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Connor, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. a loss resulted.
Now an option play on second down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, Connor looking for space. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play fake. Murray. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Out come the Titans now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now in Nashville, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The former Steeler Bud Dupree in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun, a give to counter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And now it's third down. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What we got? What we got? What we got? Rush in. Rush in. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Showing it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Connor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch twist.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cardinals, you can't ask for a better start as they